Talking Wilkes-Barre area basketball, Jimmy Lavan, the head coach, with us here at the boys squad. Let's talk about numbers-wise. It looks like you guys always get a good amount of kids that want to play basketball, and you got to kind of work it out. Hey, you want to come, you want to play basketball. Kids want to play. That's what it is, right? So talk a little bit about the talent.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of kids want to play, and then it comes down to, like you said, the guys that want to commit to really putting in the work and playing. The group that we ended up, picking. Great group, worked really hard this summer, took the summer seriously, took the fall seriously, dedicated themselves to the basketball part, the weight room part, and the school part. So it's been good.
These guys usually are pretty much basketball guys. You get a couple guys that play other sports, but they seem to be all in for basketball in a sense. So talk about that. You have a kid that just loves ball.
Yeah, no, we have a few kids that play, some other sports, but for the most part, they're basketball junkies. They love basketball. I teach gym, and that even in gym class, I play basketball, I play basketball. So it's nice to be able to, have them that interested in basketball and wanting to be there.
Let's talk about leadership-wise. What do you have this year to help lead your squad?
Got a nice group. We have 7 seniors this year that that made the team. We have some juniors now that I've had since they've been freshmen. I moved up, I think, all 4 of them. So they've been with me now year 3. Dave Januzzi, he's a junior. Kid started for us since he's been a freshman now. Mikey Keating, another kid that's been around a ton for us. Those 2 were both the captains. Along with Yariel Guarte, he's a junior, started for us last year, and then 2 seniors, Dante Robinson, who's coming back from an injury for last year, and Karan Brooks, another senior that's really worked hard this summer.
How about as far as the style of play this year? Talk about guys that can shoot the ball. You guys have always seemed to have guys with the drive to the basket, but pure shooters. Keating seems like he's getting better every year. You think this could be a year where he kind of takes off a little bit more?
Yeah, this is going to be a fun group. I think they complement each other really well. We have some kids, especially seniors. They're very, very athletic. But I think a lot of these juniors can help them. They kind of help each other. They space the floor. Mikey Keating is one of them. Had a great summer. Got stronger. And he has a little bit of an inside game. He has that inside game from when he's been younger. He was always a little taller. So he's worked on his outside game and being able to handle the ball. Jacob Johnson is another junior for us. Started playing a little bit at the end of the season for us off the bench. And he's a kid that really can fill it up once he gets hot. So we have a nice group that complement each other pretty well.
Thinking back to last year's JV squad, I'm guessing these kids are a little older. And some of those kids were nice ball players. And you think, boy, in a year they're going to be a little better. Is there those guys still coming back here for this squad to play varsity?
Yeah. So you look at those guys. A lot of the guys I just mentioned, Karan, Nassim Ford, another kid, high flyer jumper that played JVs. Jacob Johnson was a JV kid last year. Jordan Valentine, another kid, junior, little guard, point guard. All those kids now, they bide their time last year on JVs. Got to play against our varsity guys who were a nice group last year, and so now it's their turn to take over and kind of do their own thing.
Talk a little bit about the buy-in, being in the Wolfpack. They're in the school now. A few years, a lot of these guys. They got a great atmosphere, great gymnasium. The crowds like to come and watch basketball there. It's got to be fun for the kids that, hey, we're practicing here. This is a nice place.
Yeah, no, our facilities, gymnasium, weight room. We got the pool right there if we need that, and are just top. I'm not sure that anybody else has anything nicer now. As a coach, it makes my life easier having all that space and the ability to do all that stuff.
You think this is a team that can kind of get started right out of the gate, or is this going to be a team that you guys are going to, maybe I don't want to say take some lumps, but have a challenging exhibition schedule, and then kind of find your way when the regular season comes? How do you what's your pulse right now on this squad?
They've worked hard, but again, you have a group, experience-wise, David's back. And a couple guys off the bench, but a lot of guys are new. A lot of guys new varsity. So it's one thing to practice and scrimmages, but when everybody's in the gym watching, it's going to take us a little bit, I think, to get started. But I think they complement each other well, and I think when it starts to click, it's going to be fun. We have an exhibit. We changed up our exhibition schedule a little bit this year. We have some teams from outside the area, some District 3 teams going down to William and Allen in the Christmas term down District 11. So we have some big schools. We're a 6A school, so we tried to match that with our exhibition schedule.
How is it nowadays? We're in 2024, 2025 season. to kind of filter out the noise. You got the kids, the parents, the community, the fans. There's a lot of things going on when you're a head coach, and you got to be able to kind of work through that. It's not easy.
No, social media with everything else. There's a lot that goes into it. You just kind of focus on the stuff that you have in front of you. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, it's still basketball. You know what I mean? All the other stuff's great, and the media, and the Instagram, and the polls that come out, and this and that. But none of that helps you win. The basketball game. So you gotta focus. Practices, you gotta focus. Last year we had some success, so it's been nice. I think we had a little bit of, the school seems excited about the season coming up. But again, new team, new season. There's gonna be some new hurdles that we have to, take on as a team. So just gotta focus on stuff at hand.
If you had to describe the squad as far as hard workers, play with a lot of heart, ballers, athletic, like what would be a couple words or a sentence you would use with this Wolfpack team for this year?
Dedicated, athletic, but like athletic in the fact that a lot of these guys are above the rim. Last year we were a little bit on the smaller side, and we were very quick, but we didn't have the guys that were playing above the rim. We got a few guys now that are all they're above the rim playing. So I think we're very athletic, above the rim, and like I said, dedicated. And they've committed. I guess if you're looking at another word, committed to everything that I've asked them and the coaching staff has.
Our coach, go get him this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it for having us.